Morning. So this morning I decided not to let you watch me grind the beans. Less noisy. I should turn this on. So I was doing some research about the different pour over styles. So they have ones that are really more cone shaped. This one has a very flat bottom. I think it's probably meant for more coffee and water at the same time. So it'll extract different depending on the sizes. So I think this was meant for more coffee and more water. So what I'm gonna try this morning is a little bit more beans than I'm used to doing. I'm gonna do, I think I tried for 18 grams instead of 16. Let me just check that here. Same coarseness, but I think probably over the next few days I'll make the grind less fine, so more coarse, yeah. So yeah, this is actually 19 grams, which is a little more than I wanted to do, but we'll find out how it works. So yeah, just waiting for that to brew. Actually, this morning, good surprise, I ran out of the beans from yesterday, which were the Honduras beans. These are also from Subtext. It's Miru AA. They're made in Kenya, and obviously roasted by Subtext. These ones aren't necessarily my favorite. They're quite fruity. Red currant, lime, cherry, and dark plum. I kind of prefer ones that are more like chocolatey. I think like Colombia and Brazil are a little more close to some of the beans I like, but it's always good to go outside your comfort zone and try something new. And with these types of beans, personally, I prefer to over extract a little bit to get it a little more bitter. Because when you under extract, it's more sour and acidic, which obviously is closer to these fruity flavors. So, ironically, to get it away from the fruity flavors, which is the whole point, I kind of over extract it to make it a little bitter. But that's just my own personal preference. So this is basically done. So again, we'll walk you through the whole process. Depending on the method, you should let your water cool a little bit off boil. Some methods require it to cool a lot further. With the pour over, it should be a little hotter, just because of how quickly, I guess, it goes through the beans. So first step is to bloom. So I'll do that with about 30 to 50 grams of water. Also, I was reading about the extraction. So some people like to stir the bloom, some people don't. I haven't really messed around with that yet. I'm no expert, but I did not start my timer, so that's good. I'll assume by the time I get to the timer that it's been almost 30 seconds. So if it was 30 seconds and I have to pour in more to get me to 120, that would get me to 50 seconds on the timer. And of course this went off. This is a mess this morning. I changed the battery in this expecting it to stay on longer, but that did not happen, which is kind of annoying. Okay, well, we're at 0 grams. What a mess. So what's that? Total of 250. I assumingly should have about 130 grams in there. Whatever. I'm just gonna fill her up and see what happens. What I do is I fill up this cup with water and then pour it into my kettle. Therefore, I pretty much know I can't pour so much water in here that this overflows. I accidentally did that one day. I would just pour until this was empty. I would always do that. Because I always put just enough water in, but the one day I forgot there was a bit of water in there, and it was spilling everywhere, which was kind of annoying. Okay, so I'm at about the right marker for pouring the rest, and I'll just fill it up. So there's probably a better way to pour and make it even and all this kind of stuff, but again, I'm not paying me to do this, so it should be fine. Yeah. That's probably the amount that I usually leave in there. The recommendation from Subtext is to do a little swirl. So I guess to take all the beans off the side and get it into the bottom, so when the water goes through, it's all even. Whereas if you can imagine, if all the beans were up the side, the water would be not getting a lot of them. So this coffee, who knows how it's going to taste, and who knows if I'll ever be able to repeat it. Hopefully it's not amazing, because that would be, I mean, of course I want it to be good, but you know what I mean? I won't be able to repeat it because I'll have no idea what I did. Alright, I'm going to put this stuff away. Some beans left in here. I will probably just combine them tomorrow. Make myself a little blend. Well, I hope everyone's having a good day. And I'm going to go down to the dungeon in the basement. Although, actually, I lie. There's a bit of light, so it's good. It's actually quite bright down there. It doesn't feel like I'm in the basement at all. But I will spend the day downtown. I wish. Downstairs in the office. Anyways, hopefully you guys have a good day. And I will see you either later today or tomorrow. Alright, I figured I should at least try it in front of you and let you know how it is. It's hot, so it's hard to taste. It's actually pretty good. A little more fruity, like I mentioned, than what I enjoy, but it's actually good. Nice body on it. I think when it cools, it'll be a little better. I think I did get it a little bitter as well, which again I like. So yeah, interesting coffee. Probably not my favorite, but it's just a matter of the beans. So it's still really good. It's just not exactly what I enjoy. But yeah, it's still a good cup. It's got some interesting flavors, and that's sort of the whole point. You buy the single origin beans, and they have a very distinct flavor. So it's an interesting experience to drink, and it gets you your coffee. It's just kind of gives you a bit of fun to the coffee. So anyways, again, have a good day. Cheers.